not come easy.
100.7 WMMS.
216-578-1007. You want to join us live or 800-348-1007. 35192. Send me a text. Another chance for you to win $1,000 is coming up at 4:30, so a little over an hour will be your next crack at some of that money. And then 5:30 and 6:30 before the Corey Roddick Experience starts up. Alan Mary was talking about free happy hour at the hotel. Mm-hmm. I once stayed at a fancy hotel in Texas on an exclusive floor that had a free happy hour. The bartender, a lazy-eyed Mexican named Benito, showed up at my hotel room after happy hour with a bottle of champagne, wanting to, quote, hang out. I declined. Isn't it usually the customers who think the bartender is flirting with them and not the other way around? You gals,
I was like, this
when
is
you're out there,
like...
boy, you got to keep your head on a swivel. Mm-hmm. Benito comes knocking with champagne that he clearly pilfered from the free happy hour.
Oh, thank you.
Man.
No, thank you.
Now let me ask you this.
Ready.
Your free happy hour, you're 7 deep on the free wine.
Oh, yeah.
You go back
White wine, because I'm classy.
White wine. You go back upstairs. Benito comes calling with the champagne. Do you decline like that girl did, or do you go,
I decline.
it's the worst that could happen, yeah?
Yeah. I'm too afraid of getting murdered.
But what if he was super hot? No matter how hot he is, you decline?
I'm very drunk. If he just served me 7 glasses of wine in an hour and then he wants to come up, that's not a good.
He's laying the groundwork.
That's what I'm saying. That's not a good. It's very predatory.
Yes,
predatory.
You have to think,
he was a lender.
He's a predatorial.
You have to think in that state of mind, would you let him in, though?
Probably.
Yeah.
Drunk mayor didn't make great decisions, for being honest.
Alan, do you think when the weather gets nice and the mosquitoes come out, they'll be able to transfer coronavirus from one person to the next?
Well,
Is it a blood thing?
They're already out. I mean,
that'd
they're
be a great nightmare to live through.
No, it's not a blood thing, though, is it?
No, it's respiratory.
It's respiratory.
It is, but but they're always finding something new about it because even the people in charge are still figuring this thing out. So they were like, early on, they go, don't worry about sneezing. That's not a symptom. It's the cough. It's all the other stuff. And then they go, well, sneezing, yeah, because it's still
For some
respiratory.
people, yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, I think as we understand it now, that wouldn't be a problem. But mosquitoes are already out. I mean, it's 70 one day, and then I some people that live in Medina County had snow.
Yeah.
I saw friends of mine that live out
Some
there
people in
posting
Fairview
photos.
that had snow.
But it looked like
real
2 inches
snow,
of snow. Yeah.
I woke
Pretty
up
wild.
this morning.
Medina's had a week, huh?
Right. I woke up this morning. I was freezing. I was like shivering in my bed, and I was like, "Oh no, I can't wake up sick. This is the start of it." And I turned my heat off last night or yesterday during the day, and I kept my windows open and stuff because it was so nice, and I forgot to turn it back on. But I'm like, I keep.
It's
doing
on
that.
in here, boy. What's the temperature in here?
Perfect.
Per your thermometer.
77.5.
It's hot as balls in here.
I'm
Again.
so comfortable.
And
Yes,
it
it goes
goes down to
without
like 65, and it's not working.
It goes without saying that when it's like a sauna in here, you are super comfortable.
I'm ready.
Unfortunately, you are outnumbered by 2 people who have normal temperature requirements.
Whatever.
We regulate our body temperature very normally, so we don't need it to be 80 to be comfortable.
Well, at my house, it's only 72.
Well, that'd be nice.
72.
That's what I set my thermostat at.
I would appreciate it being 72 right now.
I'm in for 77.
Ugh, 77.
I cranked it
Horrible.
down before the show, and
that.
it's still...
63.
Hey, Sam.
Hello.
Hi, Sam. What's up?
Oh, I was just enjoying that lap dance that you had on YouTube. And also,
You know who this is?
Governor
Cerebral
DeWine
Sam.
and Dr. Amy Action Girl. It was a riot. I never laughed so much.
Dr. Amy Action is what you call her. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, Poundcake's lap dance from a couple of years ago is at alancockshow.com. Now, Sam, did you enjoy more the giving or the receiving that Poundcake with a lap dance?
Well, it brought a thought to mind. I have been recognized by Facebook which I own in Cleveland, by the way, with 10 Facebook groups.
Who is he?
And 5,000 friends. I own Facebook in Cleveland.
Uh-huh.
And
What's that got to do with the question I asked you?
Yeah, I get a lot of great
oh,
answers.
yes. For all those who, in this community of Greater Cleveland, who are disappointed that the ex-cerebral Sam is still alive, I suggest you pass the hat and get me one of those lap dances.
All right, well, you got a Venmo? What are you working with?
Not appropriate social distancing at the time.
Yeah, that's right.
We'll have to wait.
Do you want a virtual lap dance where you just put like the iPad on your lap?
No, a real one where I stand a chance of having a cardiac infarction.
I understand. He's going to get farked all right. Listen, the social distancing, Sam.
This would be a public service to all those who are disappointed that I won't die.
Are there people disappointed that you're not dead?
Well, no
Maybe.
one will let me on their comedy shows anymore.
Oh, is this a guy you guys know?
Yeah.
Oh.
I've known this guy for about 15 years.
Who is he?
His name is Cerebral Sam.
Oh, he's doing a bit.
No.
This
is who he is.
This is who he is, yeah.
The ex-Cerebral Sam. For my second decade in comedy, I am simply Sam, because the black comics couldn't pronounce cerebral.
There you go. Can't imagine people won't let him on shows.
Yeah.
This guy.
No, you don't.
Oh, you don't trust that.
Well, Sam, it's not nobody deserves a spot on a comedy show, and if I'm hearing Bill and Mary correctly, and I think that I am, you're not funny.
Oh, that's the problem.
Yeah.
It hasn't stopped Cleveland comic Ramon Rivas from making it.
Oh, shots fired. Oh, man. You don't like Ramon?
I don't like the way he treats comics.
Oh, what?
Comics or you?
Wait a second. You mean
alone.
you mean you? He doesn't put you on his shows either?
He doesn't have shows. He hasn't lived in the city in 4 years. 5 years.
Oh, that's why I couldn't get out.
All right. Listen, Sam. I like Sam.
This is the best he's ever done.
All right. Well, maybe he's better on the phone than behind a mic on stage. Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, my voice is killer, ain't it?
Maybe you should, maybe next time, Mary and Bill have a show, you should call into their live show, and then they'll just put you on a speaker on a stool, and maybe you'll fare better that way.
Well, I'm willing to try it at this age. At this age of mine, I'm willing to try it.
I mean, although, Sam, I wouldn't conflate people not wanting you on their comedy show with them wanting you to not be alive.
Well, I guess maybe I'm deluded.
Yeah, all right. Well, listen.
Deluded.
I appreciate the...
Alzheimer's, perhaps?
Yeah, all right, well, stay safe out there, all right, Sam?
Well, I tell you what I got to say. The early bird gets the worm. Hey, go for it. You can have my share. I'll settle for scrambled eggs.
At least he didn't say the N-word.
Thank you, Sam.
That's when he was like the...
I gotta say, I'm not getting cerebral off of him, but
Well,
you
he's
can call
simply
yourself
Sam,
you
yeah.
can call yourself whatever you like. Yeah.
Or Simple Sam.
When he said the black comics, I was like, I'm glad that's the word he chose. Like he's got.
Is
some
he a big
hits.
N-word guy?
He's from a different time.
How old is he?
He's probably in his 70s now.
I don't know.
What? Were you just bored and retired? You get up on stage? Is that what it is?
I don't know. He's it's a
I
lot.
don't even know how to.
Yeah.
I don't know how to describe him. To be honest.
Crazy old man that likes to get on stage and say racist and misogynistic things.
And you don't let him on your
Is that
shows?
his
Weird, right?
What? No,
Well, but
it is weird.
but
He'd tear the roof off the joint.
But that's honestly that's not. But they're not funny things. He just says things and then
So
he'll
send him
also
to the improv. Somewhere real black.
Well, he'll get murdered there. But he talks over other comics, and he's just been a problem over the years. So he's just not welcome at my shows because he tends to heckle comics and make everything about him, even when he's not on stage. So
okay. Yeah. Well, there you go.
I've helped him out from time to time too. Like I tried to put him on shows and tried to help him in certain situations, but it didn't take.
I'm trying to find his Facebook.
Hey,
Should be easy. He owns Facebook in Cleveland.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't understand what that meant.
I don't know.
Alan, I saw Mary at the beach yesterday, and I really wanted to say hi, but the whole social distance thing made me feel strange, and I decided against it. Could you ask her if we see her, how would she like to be addressed? Or at this time, should people just back off? Hi, Mary. You're super cute. Thanks, Alan. Signed, Stormy.
Oh, well, hi.
Don't know if that's a guy or a girl.
You could just say hi.
How would you, just from a Hey, Mary!
Yeah. Hey, baby!
Hey!
I'll know you're talking to me. You
I'm
hit me
saying
with
my own Facebook.
Hey, baby.
baby. No, yeah, I mean, if we're walking by her, you're like, oh, hey, Mary, what's up? Oh, yeah. Give a little hey. I'm not going to shake your hand or anything, obviously, but...
There are a lot of people on the beach not social distancing, by the way.
Well,
physically distancing.
We went and we were watching the sunset, skipping rocks and stuff
You
like that.
got your sister to get out of the house for a minute?
Got my sister out of the house for a minute, which was very nice. My niece, at one point, I was like, hey, come sit down and watch the sunset. And she was like, I'm being in nature right now. And I was like, oh, geez. Well,
oh, wait, so you didn't get her
pardon
away
me.
from her kids?
No,
you just
my
got her
niece,
out of the house.
Yeah, my niece came with us. But the 8-year-old she's getting better about, as long as she has something to do. She's thrown sticks in the water and whatever. But yeah, we were out for a minute. You just say hi from like, hey, Mary, what's up? Or hate the show or whatever. And then you can be cordial. Just don't come near me. That's all.
Can they throw hand-carved valentines in your direction?
Yes.
No, they might have COVID.
Oh, also no.
What about Easter eggs with porn in them?
Yes. I want your porn eggs.
Plastic porno eggs, please. Grape Weilers and pizza-flavored goldfish crackers.
So open it up, it's going to be bestiality.
Or it's just going to be there. It's going to be what you'd find in your DMs, just print it out and put in an egg.
Right.
D-pics.
Nice. Last break, we were pimping some Tiger King podcast as though people haven't squeezed every possible bit of juice out of this dumb documentary. Like, it's fine to watch, but, I mean, people are really, really hanging on by their fingernails. But it has surpassed Stranger Things on Netflix.
Wow.
More people have
that's not what
watched
you call it. What do you call it?
Stranger Things.
Mango Ting.
No, that's the kid with no teeth. Mango King. I don't call it that. He does. I got teeth.
He has teeth now, too. I think he got surgery.
Well, he did a live thing on Instagram after this went out, and he said, "Congratulations, Mango King." So he's very magnanimous toward Joe Exotic. He said, "I've seen Miger Fing 40 times." Anyway, over 34 million people have watched Tiger King, which is more than the people who have watched Stranger Things.
So stupid.
Just more than people who are watching the news.
Well, and again,
I got a lot of time right now.
And what did I say? I kind of I told Bill after he had watched the whole thing. I said here that I watched the first episode, and I didn't think I was going to finish it because, I know what's coming. Obviously, I didn't. But the people who were like really into this, I'm like, okay, there's not that much there. They could have done all this, as is true with most of these documentaries. They could have done this in fewer episodes. You didn't need a whole episode.
5 and 6 were the same when they introduced the Jeff Lowe guy, and then I was like, oh, this is the same as episode back to back.
Right.
But yeah,
you don't like Carol Baskin. I get it. I get it.
No, the bitch Carol Baskin.
That bitch Carol Baskin. I like what Bill said when he was like a documentary about each of them. I'm like, I would like to know more about Doc Antle's harem of women. I would want to see a deep dive on that.
I feel like I know plenty now.
Really?
I watched it and it was fun.
Talk to the women who
got out. I don't care
out.
about these losers who are just scattered to the wind.
You know what this is? Jealousy.
Listen,
He's jealous
we
of
get
their
it.
hair.
You don't have a tiger. You can kiss
Their
on the
animals.
mouth. Okay.
Yeah, that's what it
You're
is.
just jealous.
I'm a tiger that I can kiss on the mouth.
You ever kissed a tiger on the mouth?
Huh?
What?
What did I tell you? I kiss animals on the butthole.
Oh,
all right.
sorry.
Now, if
I
you'd
would
like
be surprised that was Joe Exotic's way too.
if you'd like to rephrase your question,
Have you ever kissed a tiger on the butthole?
yes, I have. Of course, I have, Mary. Of course, I have. It was heavily sedated, but it had to be.
How was it?
Someone at the White House, whatever the Trump show is called over there now, somebody over there, one of the reporters, asked him about pardoning Joe Exotic.
He will.
And it'd be one thing if it was like a tabloid in there or something, or one of these like Fox News or OAN or something. It was somebody from the New York Post, which I realize is kind of tabloidy.
I think I might vote for him if he pardons Joe Exotic.
Vote for who?
Trump.
You're going to vote for him anyway. You're a Trump guy. What are you talking about?
Well,
Of course you're going to vote for him.
I'll make sure. I'll see.
Nothing
to it that
he can
gets
do that's going to
reelected.
lose your vote.
I'll make sure that he gets reelected. I'll
One
knock
of
on
the
some
biggest
doors.
rating hits has been a show on Netflix called Tiger King. The man who's the star of this is a former zoo owner who's serving a 22-year prison sentence. He's asking you for a pardon, saying he was unfairly convicted. Your son yesterday jokingly said that he was going to advocate for it, and I was wondering if you've seen the show and if you have any thoughts on pardoning Joe Exotic.
Which son? It must be Don. I had a feeling it was Don. I don't know. I know nothing about it. He has 22 years for what? What did he do?
He allegedly hired someone to murder an animal rights activist, but he said that he didn't do that, and he was.
Do you think he didn't do it? Are you on his side?
Well,
Are you recommending a pardon?
No, I'm not advocating
As a
anything.
reporter, you're not allowed to do that. You'd be criticized by these. Would you recommend a pardon? I don't think you would. Go ahead. You have a question? I'll take a look.
I like how he goes.
Take a look.
I like how he goes. It was Don, wasn't it? It's like just dripping with derision. It was Don, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. It was my lunkhead
He's
son.
like, that's my dumb son. I know who was Don.
Well, Eric's the dumb one. They're both dumb, but he went right to Don Jr. It was Don, wasn't it?
I'm glad his kids aren't attractive. Otherwise, I would have a real conflict of
Ivanka is
interest.
crazy hot.
He means the men.
He means the boys.
Well, she's one of his kids, and he's not opposed to looking at women. And I'm not a gay man, but I can look at a guy and tell you if he's attractive or not.
His sons are really unattractive, though.
Yeah,
Not that
Yeah,
he's
'cause
a
they look like
good-looking-
him.
Yeah, I was like, he's not
Right.
a good-looking guy. but-
Ivanka's hot.
Chinless dopes.
Jared Kushner, I already told you my feelings, and his brother, Joshua Kushner, is hot too.
Oh, God. John Oliver called Jared Kushner an alt-right Pinocchio, and I just about spit out my drink.
I gotta keep looking these people up.
I don't know how I got on the. I got a Trump poll in my email, like which I would assume you have to be on the mailing list to get it.
I wonder if a customer put you on the mailing list.
Yeah, maybe the official. But I like the way that they set up the questions.
They're very biased.
It's the Trump approval poll, and it's
Yeah.
do you approve of the job he's been doing? Yes, no, not sure. Fine. Do you believe he's delivering on his promises to keep America great? Yes, no, not sure. They do give you a box for other if you'd really like to unload and specify how awesome that you think he's doing for the country. You can probably do that. Do you approve of him passing the CARES Act into law that will provide immediate relief to America and its citizens? Yes, no, not sure. Do you approve of finishing the wall at the southern border? Yes or no? Pretty binary question.
No, not sure on that one.
No, not sure. You can't be on the fence about a
the
wall.
That's what Humpty Dumpty did.
Do you believe our nation is finally respected on the world stage again? Yes or no? There's no option for you've got to be effing kidding me in this. But,
There's no write-in?
they're sending this to the
I
fans.
think you're really hard on him.
Do you approve of... I should be. There's no progress without accountability. Do you approve of the United States decimating two of the world's most dangerous terrorist leaders? Now, when you kill them, I don't know why you would call that decimating them. You didn't decimate them by killing them. That's not what that word means. Whatever. Do you approve of him appointing a record number of conservative judges? Yes or no?
Of course.
But here's the one I like. How would you rate President Trump's recent job performance? Great, good, or okay? It bottoms out at okay. So no matter what you say, like, a lot of people think I'm doing okay, right? There's a lot of people. I'm doing okay.
I'm doing okay. Okay.
Well, they're wrong because he's doing great.
And here's the last question. As of today, who will you vote for in 2020? There are only two choices. President Trump, of course, or then, in all caps, a big government socialist.
No, it does not say
doesn't.
that.
That's
Absolutely
precisely
does.
what
Oh
it says.
my God.
Absolutely
Absolutely
does.
says that. A big government. That's why he's pissing his pants now that Bernie's out. Because he really wanted Bernie in this whole thing. So they could point to him and call him a socialist and blah, blah, blah. Having Biden is a nightmare for him. Not because Biden is some electrifying candidate, but that's precisely, this guy got impeached. He was so scared of Joe Biden.
He's so
So
old,
now
though.
that, doesn't matter.
He's old.
He's gonna, they're all old.
I'm sick of it.
They're all old. You got to give it another 4 or 8 or 12 years to get somebody
Over
that's,
it, man. I'm going to Canada.
he gets Kamala Harris or Val Demings in there and he'll be good to go.
I heard Stacey Abrams.
Now, she hasn't been vetted. She ran for one statewide race and she lost.
I know, but that's what I
They haven't
hear.
He's not looking for any surprises. He wants somebody who's been vetted, who has held a position, and Kamala Harris or Val Demings. Stacey Abrams, they don't know enough about her. He's not looking for any surprises. He doesn't want any hiccups or anything. She was on the impeachment committee. She's in Florida. She's a rep in Florida, I think.
All right, more important. Who do you prefer playing Joe Biden on Saturday Night Live?
I like Woody Harrelson.
Woody Harrelson over
Jason Sudeikis?
Sudeikis. I like Sudeikis.
I feel bad that Larry David got fired from Saturday Night Live again. A second time with Bernie dropping out. No more Larry David. Woody Harrelson or... Boy, I got to give Woody Harrelson a demerit for all that 5G coronavirus nonsense.
I think
Jason Sudeikis is really funny. He's kind of got more...
He's funny as Biden. Like, he plays that character really well. Whereas I think Woody Harrelson's not as animated, not as over the top as Sudeikis is. So I'm going Sudeikis.
All right. Well, we'll see.
Jason Sudeikis is one of those that I have a huge crush on, but is completely out of my realm of what I would normally like in a guy.
Because he's not a fat ginger.
Correct.
Yeah. No, I think he's a
like,
good-looking dude, and he's funny.
Good-looking. I mean, yeah, I don't know what about him. He just kind of looks like a regular guy. You know, he's not like particularly handsome or anything.
That's how you know Olivia Wilde is crazy insecure.
Yeah?
Yeah, because she's super foxy, and if you ever hear her talk about him in interviews or whatever, she can't believe that God sent her this man from heaven. And yeah, he's funny. He's an okay-looking guy.
Yeah.
She is crazy foxy, but to hear her talk, it's like he's the greatest thing that ever happened to her. She couldn't believe he wanted to go out with her.
Well, you never know.
Which means she's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. And that's how you keep her.
You don't know what that mouth do. Could be. Probably is, to be honest with you.
Yeah, talk is what that mouth do. It better do more. Whatever. I don't need a mouth to do a lot. Poundcake needs a mouth to do a lot.
No, I'm saying him to her.
Well...
That'll make a girl stick around way longer. You see a discrepancy? That's what it is.
Any guy who is not practicing that should stay at home. There's no excuse for a guy to not know what he's doing there. No excuse whatsoever.
But back that up.
It's true.
I agree.
It's not hard to learn. And, you know.
And we're willing to let you practice.
Yes.
Did you know that?
And
you take a stab at it. Go ahead for a few minutes. We'll figure it out together.
And every case is different, sure. But when you get to a certain point and you've got so many different arrows in your quiver, if you'll pardon a small pun.
And it's so easy. All you do, you get down there and you just go...
Bill, keep your fluids to yourself. Yeah, that's really good.
Works every time.
That's Olivia Wilde right there, live on their honeymoon evening.
Big lips, my dear.
All right, I got a break. You want to get a text in, 35192, AlanCoxShow.com to hit us up there. The Instagram hotties are there for you. You can watch live and you can listen anywhere on the iHeartRadio app.
It's the Alan Cox Show on 100.7 WMMS and everywhere you go on our free iHeart